Hello Taurus, welcome to another love reading, and we're going to be looking at what you can expect in love, what has happened recently for you in love, what are the challenges, and a little bit about who you might be dealing with, what's on their mind, and what can you expect next. So we're going to look at all of that today. So let's jump right in. For Taurus, Spirit Angels, guides, please, for Taurus. What do we need to know? For Taurus, what do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know regarding the person they're thinking of? All right, so let's start with what's been going on for you in love, or what can you expect in love for Taurus? For Taurus, Queen of Swords, honest, open communication, direct communication from a masculine. The Emperor, Aries energy there. You know, this could go both ways. It could be that you were waiting for this communication to come in from an Emperor-like energy, or they were waiting to talk to you. Interesting. I'm getting from this Emperor card, they have something to say, but for some reason with the Queen of Swords, I'm almost getting this energy of just say it. Just say it. Let's not prolong this. Let's see. What does this Emperor want? What can you tell us about this Emperor? Let's start with this Emperor. What's going on here? Some of you could have been waiting for them to show up and say their piece. What do we need to know, Spirit, about this Emperor? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. I just kind of want to get a picture here of the energy, because I feel like this is you and this other person. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Moon, Pisces energy. I feel like you want clarity, especially with the Moon and the Queen of Swords, almost like, tell me the truth, or let's not beat around the bush. What are you going to do? Two of Wands, maybe you want them to tell you about a decision they're making. I'm almost getting this energy of like, just get it out in the open. I don't want to be in the dark. I just want to know the truth. I just want to know what's going on. That kind of energy. You know, with the Nine of Pentacles here, I feel like this Emperor, this could be about independence, or it could be that they're admiring you, and that's not really what you want to hear. Tell me more about this Emperor. Tell me more about this Emperor. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they are supposed to be doing something or offering you something or talking about something specific, Taurus, but I don't think you're getting that from them. That's kind of the energy that's showing up here. Let's see, what else we need to know about what's going on? This could be anybody. This could be somebody that you are romantically dealing with or not. It could be a friend, ex-partner, family member, co-worker. Does not necessarily have to be a love partner, but we'll see. What's the energy here for Taurus? Taking action and inner voice. So I feel like you want someone to take action. The inner voice is like the High Priestess. Maybe you want them to follow their intuition, or maybe there's something secretive or hidden here about their action. You know, it could go both ways, especially because inner voice is like the Moon. There's a Moon in this card. There's a Moon here. Some of you, I feel like this could be related to a boss. Like maybe a boss needs to make a certain decision that you're waiting on, but they just haven't, and you want clarity about what's going on next or something like that. This could also be just romantic, like you want your person to take action and they're kind of leaving you in the dark here. Because the Eight of Swords is here, so they're afraid or stuck from making a decision or doing something. Let's see, what's this Eight of Swords about? I'm so invested. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Oh, the Empress. And then the Nine of Swords. Interesting. I feel like this could be a good partnership, but there's fear here. Maybe someone's afraid of another person. right? This Emperor could be afraid of another person, a maternal figure, feminine energy, because I feel like these two are different. One could be younger, one could be older, one could be married, one could be single, one could have more than the other, etc. Like, I feel like these are two separate feminine energies here. And this Emperor is kind of like worried about maybe if they take a certain action or make a certain decision, one of you in here, I don't know where you fit in here, but one of you would be upset. And I think that this is what's plaguing your Emperor. You could be and again, Taurus, you know, take this as it resonates, because some of you, I feel like this is a partner that you're interested in romantically. And others of you, I feel like it's not. I feel like, you know, this could even be a boss deciding between two people who gets the promotion, or who do I keep, who stays, who goes. If it's a romantic partner, maybe they have a third party, so they have to choose between you and the third party. You know, take it as it resonates. A lot of ways to interpret this, but I feel like what you want to know is just, what's the decision? What's been going on in the recent past for Taurus? Recent past energy, please. 9 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I'm getting hopeful. I don't know why. You've been hopeful for something. The Tower at the bottom of the deck. Maybe something surprised you, rocked your world recently, but you've been hoping for something better? I don't know why I'm getting this energy. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's been going on here in the recent past for Taurus? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Taurus, I feel like you've been kind of in a seesaw. Like, I'm getting like reaction. Like, you're reacting to what's happening, but I don't see you like in full control. And I feel like whatever's been happening, some of it has not been easy for you, but I feel like you're hoping that eventually it works out. I think this could be related to something that you have emotional ties to. Queen and King of Cups is here. Again, this idea of like a partner. This could be like a co-worker, boss, relationship, or like a romantic relationship. I feel like you've kind of been like, I don't know, I don't want to say you've been led on, but that's kind of how it feels here. I don't know why I'm getting these messages, but that's the message I'm getting here. It's almost like some of you, maybe you're waiting for this person to make a certain decision. Two of Pentacles, right? But which is it? And I feel like you're kind of in a seesaw. Like, you don't know which way your life will go, but you're hopeful that it will be the decision that you want. What's the challenge here for Taurus? What's the challenge? The Star, Aquarius energy. What's the challenge? What's the challenge? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, again, with like this hopeful energy for action. Having faith that something will work out in your favor. Hoping that, you know, in the end, the action that you want is the one that's taken. 10 of Swords and then the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you, this could have been something that ended for you, but if I see you still moving, if something ended for you, you're still on the move towards something else. Like, I'm almost seeing this Knight of Wands going after this Star with the hope of a Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could be action that you want someone to take after an ending. But I feel like some of you, because I've gotten this message for Taurus in other videos, you have made a certain decision in your life. I feel like you're ending a cycle and ready for a new one. Tell me more about what's going on here. By the way, Taurus, these are my own decks. I do sell them on Etsy if you want to check them out. They're linked in the description box. These Oracle decks. What's going on here for Taurus? What's going on? Oh, okay. Once upon a dream. I know you, that gleam in your eyes is so familiar, a gleam. Past lovers, soulmates coming together. This could be somebody from the past. Someone from the past could be wanting to reconcile. Maybe you're thinking about a past person, coming together with a past person. True love's kiss, dating, love, soulmates. Okay, so I feel like some of you are looking for a romantic partner or thinking of a specific romantic partner. But I think the issue here is, I think you have to wait on someone. Some of you, there's a soulmate coming in, but I don't feel like you're focused on that. What's on this person's mind? This person that Taurus has, or will be dealing with, Spirit, what's on their mind? The Hierophant, your energy. What's on their mind? What's on this person's mind when it comes to Taurus? Some of you, this has to do with work. Yeah, exactly. 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, this has to do with work, career. On their mind is work, efforts, rewarding effort, or putting an effort into something. What's on their mind? The Devil, Capricorn energy. This person is tied by something, tied down. Maybe they are afraid of making a decision. Maybe they're dealing with, like, they're more fearful of this Devil energy than they are of you. That could also be the case. If this is like a promotion situation, I feel like your person is afraid of making a mistake or of being like caught in the middle or caught in a situation they don't want to be caught in. I feel like if this is a romantic partner, if this Emperor is a romantic partner that you're interested in, they want to put an effort and work, but they're tied back or held back, chained, stuck in a way. And I think it's maybe they're married, maybe there's a third party. But there's this Devil energy, this individual is afraid of this. They're afraid of whatever this represents for them. That's really the holdup here. And on their mind is this problem, this conflict that they find themselves in. Spirit, where is all of this headed next for Taurus? Where is all of this headed next for Taurus? 7 of Wands. Where is all of this headed next? Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm getting argument from these two energies. What else? What else? What can Taurus expect next? Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Some of you, please let me know in the comments if this is a work issue, because I feel like that keeps coming up in this reading. I feel like you're gonna have a conversation that might upset you, or a conversation where you need to like stand your ground, defend yourself. Maybe you need to like push back in a conversation, right? Like it's like, no, you know, maybe in the past you kind of like just took it in stride, but now whatever conversation's happening, it's not enough. You know, you're gonna push back. Some of you, this has to do with a coworker or a boss. And there's a conversation that you feel like, no, I have to defend myself. I have to be brave. I have to say what I need to say, because there's something going on for you at work that I feel is not really fair to you. I feel like someone, you know, maybe a supervisor or a boss is afraid to make the right, well, actually, I don't want to say that they're afraid to make the right decision. They're afraid to make a decision, period, because they don't want to deal with the fallout. Others of you, if this is a romantic situation you're in, I feel like you're not going to, it's like someone's talking to you about the problem and they're not offering a solution, and you're pushing back like, no, I need to know what's going to happen, or I need to know more than what you're telling me. So there's definitely a conversation that I feel will decide a lot of things in the future here. That's what you need to expect. And the bottom of the deck, just in case you're curious, is the 6 of Pentacles. So again, I get that seesaw energy. I feel like you're being pushed around or moved back and forth, and I think you're sick of it. You know, it's like maybe someone has made promises that they haven't been able to keep. Maybe they give you hope only for it to be crashing down again. You know, it's almost like you're in an emotional seesaw. And I think you're tired of it, Taurus. You're like, I just need to know what to expect, what to do. I need to know if it's yes or no so that I can move on with my life. That's the energy I'm getting here. Let me know if that's resonating in the comments. I'll leave this here, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button before you leave. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you. And I will see you all in another reading very, very soon. Take care.